Hi everyone, Cheryl here from Love and Light Yoga, and thank you for clicking on this self-love yoga routine. This video is going to be perfect for you if we want to get some gentle stretching and breathing, but take a little bit of time for ourselves, a little bit of self-care time, just to check in with ourselves and our breath to see how we're really feeling and what we need in this moment. So you won't need anything for this, just yourself and your mat, and whenever you are ready, let's begin. So we are going to get started today in an easy cross-legged position. If cross-legged is a little bit uncomfortable, feel free to pop a little block or blanket or pillow underneath the hips just to lift them up a little bit. It might make it feel a little bit nicer. But let's just start by focusing in on the breath here, taking the hands onto the knees, closing down the eyes just for a moment, just to really feel our breath here, entering and leaving the body, taking deep inhales in through the nose, full exhales through the nose or the mouth. Every inhale a little bit deeper. Every exhale a little bit longer. With every inhale, we think about really filling up the body. With every exhale, we're letting go of any tension. So drop the shoulders a little bit more. Relax the hips, soften the belly. Let the knees drop a little bit closer to the mat. Full deep breaths here. This is your time. You are taking time out for yourself to breathe, to move, to notice how you're doing. Taking just a few more breaths here. Checking in with yourself. Noticing what your body needs, what it's craving today. And then after your next exhale, gently opening up through the eyes. And let's take a nice big inhale just to gently reach the hands up towards the sky. Think about gathering up all of that love, all of that energy in between the hands. And then exhaling to pull it all the way down into our heart space. Nice, let's take one more big inhale to reach the hands up. Start to feel a nice big stretch through the waist, through the rib cage. And from here we'll take an easy twist. So the left hand comes to the right knee, the right hand comes out behind the hip, and we inhale to sit nice and tall through the spine. As we exhale, we find our twist. So we're twisting our chest, twisting from our belly button here, out towards the right hand side of the room. We're breathing deeply here. We're keeping the spine long and tall. With every inhale, we sit a little bit taller. With every exhale, we twist just a little bit further. Maybe the gaze is towards the side of the room, or maybe it's looking over that back shoulder. We might stay here, or we might take the right hand and maybe reach it up, come into a little bit of a side bend here. So it's like we were reaching up and over past our right ear. Extra stretch for the right hand side of the body here, taking one more breath. And then exhaling to come back up. And then release out of this twist. Nice and slowly, just let the arms float across to the other side. So the right hand to the left knee, the left hand behind the hips. We inhale to sit tall and we exhale to twist from our belly button, twisting towards the left. Maybe gazing to the side of the room, or maybe gazing towards the back, over that shoulder. Keep the breath nice and calm here. So always returning our focus back to the breath. Not worrying too much about this shape looking absolutely perfect. Focusing more on the feeling, more on the breath. We might stay here, or we might lift that back hand off the floor, sweep it up and over, coming into a side stretch here. So reaching those fingertips away, stretching through the left-hand side of the waist, the rib cage, the armpit. Take one more big inhale. Full exhale. And then come all the way back up. And then release out of your twist, coming back through center. From here, we're just going to check in with the neck a little bit. So keep the spine nice and tall and keep the shoulders reaching away from the ears. So let the shoulders be nice and heavy here. If we need to take a few little shrugs of the shoulders, just lifting them up, let them fall back down here. And then just come to a place of relaxation. So letting those shoulders fall away from the ears, close the eyes if we need to, and we're just going to drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. So keep the shoulders heavy, moving away. We should start to feel a nice big stretch through the left-hand side of the neck. Nice, just keep that head nice and heavy, falling towards the right shoulder. And if we want to increase this stretch a little bit, we simply take the left hand away from the body. We might walk the fingertips out here. We might even lift the fingertips off the mat. Maybe reach the fingers back towards the face. Take a few deep breaths here. Breathing in through the nose all the way down into the belly. Keep the shoulders soft, the upper arms soft. The head heavy. And then as we exhale, we release the left hand back to the knee. We can pick the head back up through center. Take a nice big inhale at the top and then exhale, drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Again, keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed here, so the shoulders are moving away from the ears. We're feeling a nice big stretch through the right hand side of the neck. The head is heavy. Just opening up here, breathing into that space in the side of the neck. That space that we are creating. If we want to increase this, we maybe bring the hands onto fingertips on the mat. We might walk the hands further out. Maybe float the fingers off the floor. Maybe reach them back towards the face. And if this is too intense, just drop the hand back to the mat. We can close the eyes. We can take a few deep breaths here. Breathing into the right hand side of the neck or the arm or wherever we are feeling this stretch the most. And then as we exhale, we drop the hand, bring it back to the knee, and we can pick the head back up through center. From here, we're just going to give ourselves a big hug here. Even if no one else has given us a big hug today, we don't need them to. We're going to give ourselves a big hug. Just open the arms out towards the side, opening up through the chest, and then draw the arms together. Let one arm come on top of the other, and reach your hands towards the back of your shoulder blades here. So it doesn't matter if we're holding on to the arms or the shoulders, or maybe if we can get our arms all the way around behind us, it doesn't matter. We're going to tuck the chin in towards the chest. Feel a nice big opening through the back of the neck. And just give yourself a nice big hug here. Think about separating your shoulder blades at the back, so we're feeling this nice big stretch in through the middle of the back. And again, if the mind is beginning to wander, just draw it back to your breath, back to your inhale and your exhale. Ask yourself, how do you feel in this moment? Ask yourself why you're here, what made you click on this video. Was it for the movement? Was it for the breathing? Was it simply for the opportunity to tune in to yourself? Take one more big inhale and exhale here. And And then release the arms. We open them all the way back up. Remember which one was on top, because we're going to take it the opposite way this time. So the opposite arm comes on top. Reach the arms as far behind you as you can. Maybe that is to the upper arms, maybe it's the shoulders or the shoulder blades. Tuck the chin in towards the chest. Drop the head here. No tension in the neck. Breathing. Hugging yourself fully here, separating your shoulder blades apart at the back, stretching the upper back. Always coming back to your breath, your inhales and your exhales. Feeling the body beginning to calm down here. Taking one more big inhale and exhale. And then releasing the arms, releasing the legs, and we're going to come to lie down on our backs at this point. So bringing ourselves all the way down onto our backs. And we're going to take some variation of a happy baby here. So we can take this as big or as far as we want. We're just going to start by bringing the knees in towards the chest, maybe hugging around the knees, maybe closing the eyes, taking a few breaths. And if this is the point where you want to stop, if this just feels absolutely amazing and this is where you want to stay, this is where you can stay. If you want to move towards a happy baby, we might start to bring one hand onto each knee, maybe separate the knees, bring the knees out towards the side, and then maybe think about flexing the feet here. We might reach the soles of the feet up towards the sky, and then we can take hold of either behind the knees or we can reach up towards the ankles, but we are drawing the knees open and then we are drawing them down. So it's almost like we were trying to plug the knees down into the armpits here. We're going to start to feel this lovely rounding of the low back. We're going to start to feel a nice big opening through our hips and our thighs. Stretching out the backs of the legs here. And then maybe we stay here. We might keep the hands behind the knees, we might keep the hands on the ankles, or we might reach up towards the feet. We can take hold of the insides or the outsides of the feet, it doesn't matter. Let's close the eyes and then find a little rock from side to side. And this little rock from side to side is going to feel good whether you are in your full happy baby or whether you are still hanging out with the knees in towards the chest. Just rocking side to side, gently massaging out the lower back here. Breathing deep. Allowing the mind to begin to slip into a place of stillness. And then maybe coming back to center, back to stillness. We might stay here, or we might think about releasing our happy baby. We're going to return the feet back to the floor, release the arms, and we're going to come into our Supta Baddha Konasana here. So we are going to bring soles of the feet together. We're going to let the knees open out towards the side, and if this is not comfortable for you, go ahead and take the legs nice and long if that feels better. And then maybe bring the hands onto the belly here, close down the eyes, and just find your breath. Allow the breath to remain nice and long, nice and calm. As we inhale We feel the belly rise. As we exhale, the belly falls. We notice how we can feel the breath under our hands, belly inflating and deflating. Think about breathing in all of those good things that we have, all of those positive feelings, positive intentions, positive goals, memories, anything that we can think of that raises our vibration, anything that makes us feel good. Think about breathing all that in. As we exhale, with every exhale, we are releasing. So we are releasing any negative thoughts, any negative memories, any negative situations that is currently going on. Maybe conversations that we have had, whatever it is, anything that is no longer serving us, anything that is maybe dragging us down, making us feel in a little bit of a low mood, we release with our exhale, we let it go. Filling ourselves here, filling up our cup so that we can then take all those positive feelings and spread them to everyone whose paths we may cross today. Feel free to send yourself a little message here, something personal to you. And we take our last few breaths here, just mentally preparing our bodies to move. And if you wish to stay here for a few more moments, please feel free to pause the video here. If you wish to go about the rest of your day, we might bring the hands onto the outsides of the knees, just gently help the knees to draw back in together into the center. And then maybe we gently roll ourselves onto one side and eventually press ourselves all the way up into a comfortable seated position on our mats. And I thank you for clicking on this video, but I also thank you for taking some time for yourself to really check in with yourself and see how we are feeling and what we need. It is, of course, super important that we do this on a regular basis. So well done to you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a like. If you would like to see more like this, please subscribe and have a fantastic rest of your day. Namaste.